Hello and welcome. So a while ago, hard mode Dungeoneering actually came out. I have yet to unlock it myself, but from what I hear from people who have, it doesn't seem that much different. There is just a lot more GDs. The boss mechanics are pretty much the same, or there isn't a notable difference. So I just feel that's a huge wasted opportunity. Like, they could have done a whole lot more with this update. So I made a list of things they could have added, such as improve boss mechanics, make the bosses more punishing with their attacks, such as if you're fighting the Rift Splitter, have his poison damage hit a lot more to the point where you have to cure the poison or it's going to one hit you, something like that. Make it hard. Now, of course, doing this for every single boss from floor 1 to floor 60, that's going to be hard, but that's what makes hard mode engineering hard. Or that's what I thought it was going to be. Another thing is they could have gone back to the old school keying way, where when you pick up a key, it's an actual item. You have to pick and drop it. You have to drop it at GT if you want to open a door on the other side of the map. That would have been cool. They could have taken out the smuggler. So everybody knows at the start of a dungeon, in a normal mode, you go pick up items from the table, mostly alcohol, something that's worth money. You sell it to the smuggler and you buy items from them. So they could have made you be self-sufficient by actually having to get the items yourself at the start of a dungeon. So maybe rune essence, and if you needed a pot, you would actually have to grow the herb yourself. Now, I'm not sure how you would get them vial, but that's just a technicality. Actually, they can even remove the items from the table. So at the start of a dungeon, you have to go to the first room, kill whatever's there, and oh, if you didn't know, the monsters surrounding the first room usually drops a lot of gold. I'm pretty sure that was intentional. So you would have to go kill whatever's there, get the items, get the cash, and go to the smuggler, if he's there. Or they could even make the smuggler unavailable for like the first 5 minutes, so you can't use them right away. Something like that. They could introduce one life per floor, so when you enter a dungeon, if you die once, you're out for the rest of the dungeon. Now, anybody in your team could still finish the floor, you would still get XP, but you only have one life, so you cannot die. This includes the boss, and that's a way to make hard mode dungeoneering actually hard. Especially against Blink, because I swear he's probably the hardest boss right now in Dungeoneering. They could maybe remove the option to view the map, so you actually have to know your way around the dungeon. They could increase the map size, so I'm pretty sure a small floor is 4x4, a large floor is 8x8. They could make a hard mode floor 16x16 or larger. They could take out the group Gatestone so that you only have your own personal Gatestone, or make that unavailable as well so you have no Gatestone to get around the map. They could also, this one's probably a lot harder to do, introduce a hard mode puzzle set. Either introduce new puzzles or make the existing ones harder in the hard mode. They could also introduce a task system where there is one necessary objective that you have to complete by the end of the floor per player, so you cannot end until the objective is complete. An example objective could be like kill every monster on the way to the boss room, or deplete every resource on the way to the boss room, create a Promethean platebody. Kind of depends on what level you are, and it depends on if you actually do it yourself, things like that. And the last thing they could have done is add a competitive high score for Dungeoneering with the update for hard mode. Either make it available for normal or make it exclusive for hard mode, where you have to do a specific floor to enter the high score, and it would log whoever got the fastest time and they would be put onto the high score. That would have made it a fantastic update if they at least put this in. But from what I hear, all they did was make every room basically a guardian door. So if you were tasked to design hard mode, what would you actually put in? This is what I would have put in. I feel this update had a huge potential. Hard mode, okay, so what most people don't understand about hard mode for anything is it's supposed to be a challenge that isn't necessarily rewarding. Hard mode bosses, they offer something unique. Doesn't have to offer competitive XP or competitive drops. It's meant to be a challenge. And that's the entire point of hard mode. It's supposed to be a challenge where they don't have to be fair. They don't have to babysit you with everything, with the group Gatestone, with the shared keys. It's supposed to be a challenge. And this is what I would have done if I were tasked to design it. So what would you guys have done? What would you guys have added? I can't think of much beyond what I've said, which I've listed in the description if you want to check it out. So as always, thank you very much for watching and have a nice day.